Blacka blacka boom shakalaka. What is up, crypto love? Welcome today. Today we were talking about none other than my favorite. And it's growing. It's exploding. This is exciting. These are the times of our lives. The times I've been waiting for. The times we've all been talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know particular who've been talking about it. I'm talking to you. All right, now, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers out there. Thank you to everyone mashing on that like button. Thank you to all of our Patreons. We actually have a Bitcoin reward coming to our Patreons today, so stay tuned till the end of the episode for that. And then also, this coming Tuesday, I guess that would be November 21st at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're having another late night live stream. It is our 100th episode. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Mind-blowing. We're having some giveaways there, special giveaways. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, let's get into it. What's going on? Log on to Bittrex today and boom, top volume Lisk. Oh my goodness, really? Lisk? Whoa. That's exciting. You guys know I love Lisk. I say Lisk all the time. I have a shirt that says Lisk. Okay? I love Lisk. Especially if you have a lisp. It's really tough to say. That's why I love it. But taking a look, I mean, we look at CoinMarketCap, and actually, you know, it's not up there in the top 10. If we click on volume, nope, not up there in the top 10 volume. How about percent change? Ooh, just barely at the bottom. So it's still off a lot of people's radar, I think. Still coming in right under the radar, silently. That's how we want to do it. So we can just kill it when it happens, right? But look at Lisk, $9.36. Okay, before B2X. What was I saying? What was it, like $4 and change? Now it is up so freaking high, over doubled since then. If you went back, look at my how to play B2X, or maybe like what I did right after, I sold a whole bunch of Bitcoin for Lisk. And am I ever glad I did that? One of my best trades. Okay, but I've been buying Lisk a whole bunch for the past couple months. And now it's starting to pay off. As a matter of fact, crazy, I know, Lisk right now is my #1 holding in my portfolio, like more than Bitcoin. That just blows my mind. I logged on to Blockfolio today, saw that, and that just blew my mind. So, very cool. And hopefully this is just the beginning. Hopefully. But, you know, if you guys want to get Lisk, you can find it on all these markets. That's how you find out where to buy cryptos for all of you noobs out there. I was a noob once too. I didn't know this in the beginning. But that's how you do it. Click markets. You can see it's on Bittrex, Poloniex, BitBay, Yobit, all that stuff. But, taking a look at stuff, okay? Over what is that? $1 billion market cap? Holy shit. Crazy, right? Volume, $132 million volume. Crazy. Lisk is moving up. And it's no surprise. I mean, Lisk is super simple, but going to be so game-changing, okay? Basically, it's a smart contract platform built in JavaScript, the #1 programming language. You don't have to learn Solidity. I used to call it Solidarity. That pisses some people off. You don't have to use Solidarity. There you go, right? I don't know what I'm talking about because I can't pronounce this obscure programming language. It's JavaScript. Everybody knows that stuff. It's simple. It has Max Kordek. Great team behind it. Very involved team. They've been promoting it a lot in Asia recently, all over the world. I love Lisk. I love LAMP. Are you sure you love LAMP? Yes, I love LAMP. And I love Lisk too, especially right now. Okay? So simple. Anyone who wants to can just program stuff. And it's no surprise that the price is going up. I've been talking about this stuff for a long time. Okay? They have some stuff coming out. They have the software development kit. They have a rebranding. They have a halvening coming up. Okay? So all of that stuff is going to help the price go up. But let's take a look at their Twitter page. See what they're up to. I don't use Twitter that much, but, you know, they do, fortunately. So check this out. They have a meeting on November 22nd. That's coming up in a little bit. That's probably why we're seeing a lot of price action. People are speculating about what could be happening at that meeting. And I'm going to tell you. Other things. Check this out. They're taking headshots, right? Looking good. Looking good in the headshots. Also, okay, a trending repository on GitHub. So obviously they're doing a lot of work. A lot of people are contributing to it. Awesome. check this out. For all you gamers, I myself as a gamer, this gave me a 3/4 chub reading it, okay? Look at that, Call of Duty World War II, and none other than Lisk right there in the game. They're advertising in the game. Crazy. So cool. That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I didn't look through the rest of the Twitter yet, so you can go and do that later. But also on their Reddit page, people are just happy. Hit $10. Congrats. Lisk is going places. $1 billion market cap. To the moon. $10 achieved. $11. In your face, doubters. Right? So, crazy stuff going on. And I know, I'm just super happy because I have a whole bunch of Lisk, and it makes me happy. But, check this out. This article here, will Lisk become a top 5 cryptocurrency? Check this out. I'm going to highlight it. It's already in bold. I'm going to highlight it. Rumors of a Google partnership. Drop the fucking mic. Holy shit. I just want to give that a second for it to sink in. $10 is just the beginning if Lisk is going to have a Google partnership. All right. There's a saying in trading that you buy the rumor, sell the news. Right now it's a rumor, I guess. Like, it's published there, a little bit of news, but a rumor. That could be what they're going to be announcing on the 22nd. They could be announcing the rebranding. They could be announcing the software development kits. Who knows? But that shit makes my heart go like, brrr, right? And if you want a little bit more info about it, Lisk going to work with Google at the Rotterdam meetup. Crazy stuff there. Now, whew, okay. Taking a look at Lisk. This is on TradingView. I do this stuff so it's big so you can see it. Now here's Lisk recently. These are the one-day candles of the Poloniex market. And if you take a look, I've put some green lines there. Now, let me just say, I'm not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a technical analyst. I'm just a hobbyist come professional YouTuber, right? Also a trader. I teach myself stuff. I read books. I'm learning constantly. I'm making mistakes constantly, and then I learn from those mistakes. But, okay, these two green lines, that's kind of a channel. When I was looking at Lisk, I mean, it kind of follows in that channel. It goes up to the top, back down, up to the top, back down, up to the top, back down. So, taking a look at this, and based on these past two run-ups they had, we could expect this run-up to hit right up around there, around 185,000 Satoshis. Now, that leaves us with the question of what's going to happen after that. Is it going to break through? Is it going to come back down and just repeat the cycle? And that's what I don't know. I saw this quote the other day that in a market you can predict the direction, but you cannot predict the magnitude. So we can predict that Lisk is probably going up, but we don't know the magnitude. Is it just going, the magnitude would be the size of it. So we don't know if it's going to go up a little bit or up freaking huge. I would love it to go up freaking huge. I could retire. I'll move to Thailand or Bulgaria and just make videos from there. That would be sweet. But, so I was thinking, here's how I'm going to play Lisk. One of these four things, okay? Lisk game plan. First, hodl it to the moon. You guys know I love Lisk. It would be so cool. It would be so cool to like tell my grandkids in some years, be like, yep, I was telling people about Lisk back when it was under $4 and you know, it went up to like $1,000, even though that's kind of exorbitant. I'll give it, but you know, this is just, I'm just speculating. I'm just daydreaming, fantasizing, doing whatever we all do all day long, just fantasizing about crypto dreams. All right, hodl to the moon. So that's one possible option. Okay, never sell any. Second option. All right, now at that upper channel, it would be somewhere around like $12, $15, something like that. So I could cash out basically the money that I've put into Lisk and then just hold the rest for free. And I would sell about 1/3 or 1/4 at that point of the Lisk that I own and then just hold the rest for free. So that way I get my Bitcoin back and the rest of the risk that I had, the less of the Lisk is without risk because it's free. Next would be, so that's a possibility as well, thinking about it. Another possibility, place a stop loss at the upper channel. Now, I've told you that Lisk is one of the cryptos I do not have a stop loss on it because it is one of my long-term holds. I am very optimistic about Lisk in the long term. So, third, I could place a stop loss at the upper channel. Okay, so once it reaches that 185,000 Satoshis, I could put a stop loss that if it drops back down 10% to just sell off a third of my holdings. That way I would get that my initial Lisk investment back, but I would still have a whole bunch of Lisk to keep going, and if the price came down, then I could buy more Lisk at cheaper prices. So that is a pretty viable option. I'm strongly considering that one. Or the fourth one, I could just cash out, take all my profits when it reaches that 185,000 Satoshi mark, and there's not a chance in hell that I'm doing that. Okay? I love Lisk. I just love it. I love saying it. I love Lisk. That's it. So, what am I going to do? I haven't decided yet. I would say most likely it will be either number 1 or number 3. And we'll have to see how it's going. You know? I have to think about it a lot more. I haven't done my thinking, my due diligence. I think there is a lot of room to go up in Lisk's price. Do I think it's going to happen immediately? I don't know. But we'll see what happens in that conference on the 22nd. Now, some of you guys at home may be saying, damn it, Randall, you've been saying Lisk for a long time and I just didn't freaking listen. Well, it happens. There's thousands of cryptos out there. Not your fault. It just happens. Some people say that even getting into Lisk under $10 is still a steal. However, this is a relative all-time high. If we take a look at that, I mean, it's not an all-time high, but recently it's a pretty relative high. And we don't know how high that's going to go. So there's always risk. The higher the price goes, the more risk there is involved in buying it because the price could just come down. So for some of you who really want to get into Lisk now, you can do your own research. I mean, I get it that I probably have Lisk blinders on. Like, I don't see the bad things about it just because I have such a hard-on for Lisk. Okay? I get that. But here are some other cryptos we're going to get into that if you didn't get into Lisk and you want to get into something earlier, then these ones are potentials. So that's what I do for you. I want to give you stuff. Like, I want to contribute to the world. And that's what I'm doing here. So the first one is Ash. Okay, you may be saying, what the hell is Ash? And when I first looked at it, I said the same thing too. Well, Ash is actually an identical crypto to Lisk. Okay, you take a look at their website. They have JavaScript. They have DPoS system. They have main chain and side chains. Absolutely identical Chinese version to Lisk. So that leaves me to beg the question, why would anybody buy Ash? Well, if you've been around crypto as long as I've been around crypto, which is like 6 months and some, you would know that as soon as something starts mooning, every other similar crypto starts mooning. So, this is just a speculative theory, backed by no hard evidence other than me just seeing patterns. But if you go to Ash, you have to go to like BitZ or KuCoin to go buy it. But if you go buy Ash, there is a chance we could see a mooning of Ash along with Lisk because they are very similar cryptos. And also Ash is much younger. Now I am trying to get the CEO of Ash to do an interview for the channel. That would be awesome. Then I can do a full report of Ash. We will get on top of that. So that's number 1. Take a look at that. Number 2 is another one that has been seeing a lot of price action recently. EOS, okay? This is another one that has major disruptive potential. And here's why. Okay? It's basically another competitor for Ethereum. Lisk is a competitor for Ethereum. Ash maybe as well. EOS, definitely a competitor for Ethereum. Created by Dan Larimer, the guy who started BitShares and Steemit. Okay, 2 already very successful blockchain platforms. This is his 3rd, and he started with scalability right out of the box. Okay? That was the main intention, to be able to process billions of transactions immediately. That's what his goal is. Now, it's still kind of early on. They are in their ICO. It's a year-long ICO. Third longest ICO. Third to Bitcoin and Ethereum. But they're in the ICO. So you can still get the tokens pretty darn cheap. However, he did just do an interview with a Dollar Vigilante not too long ago where he was saying everything is on track, if not ahead of time. So I would say certainly watch out. If you don't have some EOS, you may want to get some, because it could very well be monumental. Next one. Okay, this one I haven't done too much research on, but I've heard some talk. Thanks to my man Blockchain Brad. I think he told me about it. Icon. Okay, Icon is apparently the Ethereum or the Lisk or the what you want to call it of South Korea. Now we know South Korea is a huge cryptocurrency market. BitHome and all that stuff. They love their cryptos over there in South Korea. They definitely affect the markets, and this is a big player actually supported by the South Korean government. Could be freaking huge. So make sure you check out this one right now, under $1, only on HitBTC. Okay, not high volume. They're just out of their ICO, so the token sale is over. It's over, Rock. Just get me something to drink. But if you want to find out more, I haven't done too much research, but this beautiful young lady who does crypto reviews, she did a full review on it. So check out Crush Crypto, and you could find out more about Icon. That could be another one to look out for. So that brings us to the end of the episode, with the exception of our Bitcoin giveaway for our Patreon members. So in case you guys did not know, we do have a Patreon page. That is the best way to support crypto love at the moment. Basically, I'm not asking you for free money, but if you want to send me free money, I'm not going to stop you. Patreon is a way that you can become a patron. I will give you awesome stuff for a contribution. It's a way to support the channel. I appreciate it very much. We have, whenever we reach a new goal, we have Bitcoin giveaways. So our first goal was 10 patrons. We have 10 patrons. Ah! Now that we have 10 patrons, we're going to give away some Bitcoin. All right, very cool. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. Our next giveaway is at 50 patrons. We get 50 patrons, I'm giving away some more Bitcoin. So let's get there. Sign up. Click that support Crypto Love thing down in the description below, and then click the link on the page that brings you to, and you can support Crypto Love on Patreon. Now, we have our first 10 patrons here, okay? And I'm just going to use a random number generator to generate, okay? We have 1 at the top, 10 down at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 through 10. And we will generate a random number. Are you ready? Brrr, who's going to win some Bitcoin? Bing. Whoops. There we go. Number 2. Who's number 2? Number 2. 1, 2. Ed Jones, you got some Bitcoin coming to you. I'm going to message you on Patreon, and then we will get that set up. You send me your Bitcoin address. I will send you some free Bitcoin. Awesome. That's how it happens. That's how you support the channel. That's how somebody wins. Bitcoin. We all love Bitcoin. Now, if you guys like this episode, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, put a funny comment down below, or even support us on Patreon. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Days like today when Lisk goes to the moon makes it all worthwhile, okay? I freaking love it. Love you guys. I will catch you later. All right. Peace.